A local artist is drawing national attention to his quest to save what he calls his fort. It's been around for more than a decade, helping dozens of other artists along the way. Eyewitness News reporter Walt Buteau with more on tonight's Street Story.
Mashed inside this 140-year-old piece of Water Street history is a modern decade of local art.
One day between us.
Musicians jam here. Artists paint here. Will Schaff opened the doors to his home 13 years ago to anyone with an itch.
That you then scratch away the ink to show the light. Backwards drawing.
He wears the mask when he talks publicly about his work so that he never gets in the way of what you might think.
They could ask, how do I feel about what's going on here? How do I fit into this? Where if they're busy thinking about what was this guy doing when he made it, then that distracts them from the piece. Well, I want you to exist with the figures in the piece as you exist with me in this room. How do you fit in with these people? Do you see people like this on a normal basis?
So with the mask, only a handful of his fan base that he puts in the 6,000 range really knows his face. Their appreciation doesn't pay the bills, though, which provoked his own view in a piece he calls Foreclosure.
Can you relate to this piece at all, whether you've been in foreclosure or not?
For the third time in 13 years, Schaff's looking for a way to keep the doors open here. He doesn't blame the bank or the economy, but does hope the community he's been a part of for 2 decades will help him raise enough to never face foreclosure again. He calls it a humbling experience, but he can paint away any embarrassment by focusing on his long-term ideal.
I want people to come in and experience art and realize it isn't just something you hang on the wall. It's something you can touch. It's something you can say, wow, how'd you do this?
He's already had hundreds of people come forward to help him, but he emphasizes whether you can help his cause or not, his door will always be open to artists or people who are just curious about art. On Water Street in Warren, Walt Buteau, Eyewitness News.